Bulletcast for life.
Get up! This is a revolution! This is our time to rise! Look deep within your mind, look deep into the hate in my eyes! We are the elite, and you are the weak! No matter how hard I fall, I'll get back up on my feet! Red alert, this is gonna hurt! When your face is in the dirt, you'll know your death is what I seek! We are the elite, and you are the weak! And I will always get back up on my feet. Why are they alive? Radio on the way.
Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, the microphone messiah, Phillip Brandon, joined by the Canadian destroyer BT Brandon Tanguma. We are here for another week that was in the world of sports entertainment, professional wrestling. BT Brandon Tanguma, what's going on? Seahawks Super Bowl champs, right?
Yeah, go Hawks. Go Seattle. I've seen a Seattle Seahawks game. I've been to the state of Washington, so I could claim them if I want, but I'm not going to. But shout out Seahawks, much deserved. I mean, if you listen to Curveballs and Churches, I told you this was going to happen. The Seahawks killed the Patriots like they were supposed to. Shout out Sam Darnold. Shout out Clint Kubiak, the new Las Vegas Raiders head coach. So he's going to take us to the promised land, and he's going to hoist another Lombardi trophy in the next 5 years.
But it wasn't just you saying it. I heard other people were saying it.
Yeah, other people are saying it. Sports Illustrated saying it. The
Bleacher
people
Report might have said it.
Yeah.
Tout was saying it. Is Tout still a thing? I don't know. Yeah, a lot of celebs were in the bizay for the big game. So yeah, hope they enjoyed the Bay. I hope the Bay did them well. Hope nobody got bipped. I didn't hear of any bipping, so that's a good sign.
I mean, when everyone just, stays at their hotel, hopefully it doesn't go anywhere. They park, valet and do all that stuff.
Yeah, it's still amazing to me, bro, that like all the media stuff was in San Francisco, but the game is like an hour away.
There are people complaining like, oh, San Francisco, like the San Francisco airport doesn't have enough like Super Bowl stuff when the actual airport you would fly into if you're going to the game would be San Jose.
I mean, like, cause like when WrestleMania was out here and they were doing Radio Row, like obviously all the convention centers or whatever that's down in Silicon Valley, they had all that ready to go. I don't see why they just didn't do all that down there, but I digress, bro. I logistics, right?
Yeah, who would want the media center be an hour and a half away from where the actual game's being taken place?
Yeah, like what if you're doing media the day? I don't think anybody was doing media the day of the show, right?
I mean, there's people that were staying in San Francisco. Like I think pretty much everybody was staying in San Francisco, at least media wise. Obviously, the players were staying down south more.
I mean, I don't know. You think the wrestlers were, if they smart enough to have been out here so many times, like maybe they would have went. I don't know. I'm just thinking of logistics and travel. These are the things I think of now. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I really do. But
it's baseball season and WrestleMania season.
Yes, yeah, a lot is going on. What's going on with your A's, or are they still A's? What are they called now?
It's a long story. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it.
So do you have a new team now? Or
No, it's still the A's because, those who listen to Curveballs and Church House, a.k.a. just Mr. X, I spun a wheel last year because I was a free agent, and it just came back to be the A's again. I didn't gimmick it. I didn't do anything. I promised Scouts Honor there was no chicanery. It all just came back to be the Athletics once again, and it was the best/worst case scenario.
So you were going to have a new team.
I was fully on board to put that part of my life away because I will always and forever be an Oakland Athletics fan, but insert name Athletics fan, not really. I was perfectly fine. I wouldn't have loved it if I was a Giants fan, but I would have been a Giants fan if that was what God intended me to do. Or
you didn't want to become a Red Sox or a Yankee?
I would have been anything. I could have been whatever of the other 29 teams. But that's just not what happened. Spun the wheel, ran some virtual horses, and it came out to be the Athletics.
There's 29 or 30.
Well, there's 30 teams, but we're not counting that other team.
Okay. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going through that. I mean, you could have came on here and talked about that.
I probably did talk about it, but no one listens to me in this podcast.
What do you mean? Stop that. Heidenreich works at Walmart.
At least the brother's working.
Yeah, man. So I saw that going around the news today. I'm like, we'll throw that on there. He's come a long way from that room with Michael Cole. Pause. Um, I don't like what do you remember of Heidenreich? Besides that, of course.
I mean, it's tough because I was like kind of the early times of me watching in SmackDown. I wouldn't watch like every SmackDown,
I
but
remember his theme song.
Heidenreich was just another one of those body big guys that Vince put on the scene and didn't
Okay.
really amount to much. Obviously he has like the infamous thing with Cole, and I haven't seen anything, but I guess he's working at Walmart now. And I mean, what the guy's in his late 50s, mid to early 50s at this point, and at least he's working, doing some stuff because he didn't have that long of a career to be making that much money. Um, but shout out, bro. Hopefully he's doing well. So yeah, 56. So smack dab in the mid 50s. Um, yeah, shout out Heidenreich, a cult hero, well, I don't know about a hero, but a wrestling cult superstar, lowercase s.
Yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Well, I mean, he might be a Walmart greeter. I don't know, but hopefully, he looked like he was having a good time. Took a photo with a fan. Looks like he's chilling. Bron Breakker has a hernia.
Yeah, heard that last week during that his little I always call it like the Randy Savage thing where the guy comes out and then just like threatens to take over the show. And he flipped the table and apparently he hurt himself and he pulled the groin, whatever, has to have hernia surgery. No word.
That
Well, they're
that
hoping it's gonna be good in time for WrestleMania. They played into it on Raw, saying that it was during training. It was a lifting injury. It's usually I think what they said like 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. So kind of cutting it close to the WrestleMania season. We don't know, obviously what the plans are, but it would seem as though it's Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins, and both of those guys are hurt. So at least in theory, both those guys can be away for a little bit. And then once Braun's more healthy, once he's like semi recovered from surgery, where he can actually like fly and like kind of do some physicality, then he can be on television and can build to that. To then obviously when he gets fully cleared, he can have the match.
ah,
Yeah, just another tough look, tough thing for WWE as they have been sneaky bit by the injury bug.
another tough loss for the Vision. This is
The internet's telling me it's Grayson Waller under the mask. Philip, you believe this? It's not
uh
going to be him, but it is him.
how do we know it's him?
That's just what the internet tells me. He got pulled from some NXT house show, Coconut Loop, to go to Saudi, and people are dissecting the body type, the beard. That's Grayson Waller.
Uh I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We don't know what's going on. We don't know anything about that.
It
It's you?
was me. It was me, Braun. It was me all along.
You son of a. All that is happening right now. All right. Well, Sandman's retirement match was announced.
Yep. I think last week I forgot timing wise if it was announced he was going to have his retirement match at Joey Janela's spring break in Las Vegas. Uh, you know, they had Sabu's thing last year. Saw how that panned out. Then this year we have Sandman, another ECW legend, hanging his boots up um, at GCW. And then it was announced that he's wrestling the Invisible Man, which kind of scratched my head a little bit. But then the more I thought about it, the more it makes sense. Because God bless Sandman, you can say he's the inspiration for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wrestling was not actually in-ring wrestling was not his forte 30 years ago. It's definitely not now. So if it's just going to be full shtick of beer drinking, Singapore and canes and BS, honestly, that's probably the best thing to happen for a Sandman retirement match in 2026.
Well, bro, I mean, the whole ECW thing was they hid the weaknesses and they played up the strengths. So I mean,
I
yeah,
don't know
like
how you're gonna get the crack of the Singapore cane on Invisible Man, but they'll figure it out.
bro, there's somebody he can go out there and have a little 5 minute match with. Little he shines up, gets cut off, they heat him up, he comes back, it's whatever the hell his finish was, 1, 2, 3, and then he cracks beers over his head and we go home. Like you could throw somebody out there.
What are you talking about? It's the Invisible Man, GCW legend,
Oh, of course.
not to be confused with his brother, the Invisible Stan.
I see. I see.
Yeah. Easy to confuse them because they look very similar.
They do. They do. They're identical, like damn near T and Tamara.
Yep,
All right. Were you a Sister Sisters fan, Brandon?
a little bit,
A little
bit.
What you know about Sister Sister?
Sister.
Okay. Okay.
And,
It's Black History Month. Wow.
oh, sorry, I didn't say this. Happy Black History Month, Philip. I know I'm 2 weeks into it, but
Come on. Come on. Stop playing with me. Come on, baby. Come on. Speaking of Black History Month, this is a great Black History Month moment. The Melanin Mafia was mentioned on the Wrestling Realm podcast. Shout out Brian H. Waters of The Ringer. Yeah, Brandon, you saw the Melanin Mafia live recently.
I did. I was there on Friday. I like to apologize personally to Sancho DeMiro what I said. We went back and forth that is he a dick? Is he an asshole? I'm sorry. I apologize because apparently he got a hold of Philip's phone and was unable to let me into the show. So I had to pay for the show itself. So I'm sorry, Sancho. I apologize for everything I say. I did mean it. Love you. You're a great guy. And, kudos to what you did. You're on the cusp of a championship.
Yes, Sancho is. Yeah. What did you think of the show? What did you think of the renovations of the dojo?
It does look quite nice. It looks a lot different than last time I went, whatever last year. You guys got a little food gimmick now. I was sitting all the way in the back right next to the tech guys, and they're having a little bit of a panic attack because there were some technical difficulties going on with the sound. But yeah, place looks nice. Shout out Chima. His entrance theme is an absolute banger.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
You have Apple Music, right?
I do.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh well, okay. It's a real theme song, or it's a real song.
You didn't. You really.
I'm not plugged into like the Indian music scene. I coined myself on being a guy who knows a lot about music, but when it comes to like the international stuff, kind of a blind spot. But shout out Babooni, WWE wrestler, performed the halftime show. A little disappointing he didn't have any wrestler appearances. We had some other people, some famous people show up in the background, but no wrestlers, no Ric Flair, no Damon Priest, no nobody to show up.
Jessica Alba was in this.
Oh, shout out Jessica Alba, respectfully, with all due respect.
Yeah, man. I guess it's 2003.
Cardi B,
honey. Yeah.
Cardi B dancing there, even though she broke up with her baby daddy, who was playing in the Super Bowl while she's pregnant. It's a whole thing. I don't know if you've been paying attention to this. It's wild.
Who was she with?
Cardi B was with Stephon Diggs, who was the wide receiver for the Patriots.
What rapper was that? Offset. When did her Offset get?
It's been enough time for her to get pregnant from Stephon Diggs, and she's still pregnant with his kid. And then it came out like before the Super Bowl, something.
The baby came out at the Super Bowl?
Well, no, that they like broke up, and like I said, she's still pregnant with his kid, and like this was like the biggest moment of his life. First time he's a longtime NFL veteran, one of the better wide receivers of the last 10 years. Finally makes it to the Super Bowl, and yeah, all that stuff was happening.
But he's on the winning team, right?
He lost.
Oh,
and he lost. Oh yeah.
Oh God! Could you imagine, man? She dancing, and the baby just pop out.
He lost to the Seahawks, and he lost to Cardi B.
That Sancho guy didn't lose. Saw what he did to his teammate to win. It's crazy.
Damn, you think you know somebody?
You think
you're friends with someone, and then next thing you know,
next thing you know, they make you pay for a wrestling show, man. SmackDown on Sci-Fi, ladies and gentlemen, they're getting bumped for what are they getting bumped for?
The Olympics. This little thing that comes around. It's only the Winter Olympics. I'm more of a Summer Olympics guy, but Winter Olympics come around. I'll watch some skeet shooting and whatever the hell they be doing.
What is that one guy's name? The Sean White, was that his name? The snowboarder?
Yeah, one of the greatest snowboarders of all time.
What's he doing? He retired? What's he doing?
Well, he was, when his prime was like 15 years ago. Yeah, he did retire. Now it's some like no disrespect, like it's like this Asian girl. She's like amazing. That she's like the new thing. Well, I know
Oh,
she's new. She's been around for a little bit, but
all right. Well,
shout out
SmackDown
Lindsey
on.
Vonn. She absolutely destroyed her ACL, and then she came back, and then she just destroyed her leg again in the Olympics and had to get airlifted. Yeah, shout out the women's hockey team. They went undefeated, and men's is starting up soon. So there you go. There's your sports talk. Even though
Love
we
to
already
hear
did
it.
some more sports talk, and we did some gossip. Look at us. We're hitting all the
Hitting all the
angles.
stuff. Yes. SmackDown on Sci-Fi, February 13th to February 20th. Going into SmackDown that just happened. Um, Cody Rhodes came out there, attacked Drew McIntyre, talked about CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Challenge or Roman challenging CM Punk for the WrestleMania main event. Uh, and talked about how he can't get to WrestleMania, so he has to find a new way. And Drew McIntyre eliminating him, and then I never thought I never thought Cody would actually acknowledge this, bro. He talked about Punk and Roman, and he said, I heard WrestleMania was a you know what measuring contest. Y'all better be glad I'm not in it. I didn't get the nickname Raheem for no reason. I said, no, this man did not say this on television. For those of you that don't know, you must be living under the rock that Patrick lives under in Bikini Bottom. Cody Raheem Rhodes, Cody Luther Kang, has become an internet sensation. It started in AEW and it just took over a life of its own. He has been photoshopped in civil rights pictures. He was on the bus
Wait
with
a minute,
Rosa
those are
Parks.
photoshops?
He was on the bus with Rosa Parks, bro.
Okay, that's what I thought.
This man is a civil rights activist. Cody Raheem. In Raheem we trust. Make him say na 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 na. The
Mm.
old that old remember when he had that what you call it? I can't even Master P inspired T-shirt in
It pops
bulletproof.
up on my timeline every now and then.
Yeah, but they just put Raheem. I'm gonna
Speaking
need
of
those.
t-shirts, go get your Hot Girls Love Dominic Mysterio t-shirts.
I'm gonna need those.
You need one of those?
No, I'm gonna
Oh,
need
okay.
I'm gonna need the Raheem T-shirt. I'm gonna need that one. If we can get those printed up real quick. WWE, you know what to do.
I mean, Las Vegas, the shop, whatever it's called, WWE World, they're gonna have all types of t-shirts. Yeah, this promo was something from Cody. Going back to Raw the previous week, they had to do something in terms of like a response to what Punk and Roman said. The Cody one was kind of more raw, like
When
kind
isn't
of
it? When
like
isn't it Raw Raw?
well, it's Cody, so it's always gonna be raw. I was not as big of a fan as his promo. Drew's, on the other hand, I thought his promo was like fantastic. I thought it hit all the key beats. He had like his little heel stuff that you understand where he's coming from, but you don't like what he's saying exactly. Him saying like, look, you can do whatever you guys want, blah 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 blah, saying his little funny quips, but he said what had to be said. Like at the end of the day, I'm holding the championship that, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, all those people have. I have the top championship. That's what you want, and yet you're ducking me because you guys are whatever crying and complaining because you guys are little children or whatever. But I thought Cody's was fine, but I thought Drew's was the one that kind of really cemented and was a good punch back from what Roman and Punk were doing.
Yeah, it's just funny because like man, like you go back to when Drew and Roman wrestled each other. They did the champion thing at a Survivor Series all those years ago. And Roman told him like you're a second place champion, and then he kind of just did it again by choosing Punk for WrestleMania. But we knew Drew would handle himself well. I mean, maybe not all as well as Friday. I mean, he got attacked by Cody, got attacked by Jacob. Trick Williams stepped up to him. So yeah, people was coming out the woodworks to get at big Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, we got Elimination Chamber coming up, and they're doing the qualifying matches for the Chamber. I think Trick, even though I don't see him winning, because I think at the end of the day we're going to get Cody and possibly Jacob thrown in there. But Trick is kind of another offshoot that you can see him maybe not facing off for the title for WrestleMania, but Trick and Drew post Mania. If Drew loses the title, I think could be another, really fun feud. If Trick eventually turns face, but I think at this point, I feel like they're not going to turn him in terms of like an angle, but I think you just have to kind of have him babyface at this point. He's too popular, which was always a thing in NXT. I don't know why they turned him heel in NXT. Just keep him babyface.
I feel like it helped him.
I did not help him. He was so over. He was one of the most over
That's
people in
what
the
you
entire
do. That's
company.
what you do when it is as hot as it can be. You turn it. They did it with DX. They did it with the Shield. That's what you do.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't do it with that one guy, that the Hogan brother.
Well, no, that's because it was stale. That's different.
Exactly. Sometimes you got to ride it up until it gets a little stale.
I think turning him heel, doing the little TNA title run, it helped him for where we are now. The
But we
little
don't
extra.
need Trick Williams, turning 5 times the next 3 years.
No.
Just keep him the way it is. He
Yeah,
can be whatever he is right now because he's kind of. I hate like tweener because I feel like that's such an overused thing,
he's a heel that people like. It's just all it is.
but he's also stepped with Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
who's also a heel that people like. So that's also kind of
Well, heels and heels
confusing.
can't interact.
Heels and faces aren't a thing anymore. It's 2026.
Heels and heels can't interact, bro.
I mean, what we had I forget what match we had like a heel match recently on WWE.
Bro,
Forgot what it was.
if Sancho wins that triple threat next week, Chima is a heel, Sancho is a heel. It'd be heel for the title. But that's if.
That's if.
Yes, that's if.
Got to prove it in the ring.
Absolutely. Tiffy and Randy qualify for their respective chamber matches.
Solid,
Tiffy
people to
time.
Tiffy, she's back. I don't know what they're gonna do to switch up her character or to switch up, the vibe because I didn't think it was good vibes for from Tiffy at the end of her reign there last year. So maybe they do something different. Randy, he's gonna be Randy Orton. He's gonna keep on chugging, doing what he's gonna do. They keep teasing him and Cody, but they haven't pulled the trigger on that quite yet. So maybe that's a SummerSlam thing. Maybe that's
Do they need the championship?
I
I mean, he
they
kept
don't need
looking
the
at it all that
championship, but I
time.
but I feel like for Randy to like turn and to like be motivated to do what he's doing, it needs to be for the championship. Because like why would Randy just turn on his boy for like no reason?
Because he's Randy Orton and he's done it before.
Philip, did you see the video of Tiffany Stratton's new boyfriend has her eyes or her eye tattooed on his arm after they've only been dating for a couple months?
Yeah, that's not weird at all, bro.
I mean, I get it, it's Tiffany Stratton, but come on, brother.
I, yeah, I get it. So if I'm not saying they will, but if they decide to no longer see each other, then what do you do, bro? I mean, it looks like you can be covered up, but I'm just saying, come on, now. This audio is gonna come back and bite us in the ass one day,
Yeah, I can't wait for them to get married next year.
next month.
I mean, hey, Vegas right around the corner.
A WrestleMania wedding? Hey, forget about it.
And they can do the old Triple H and Stephanie wedding.
You know what? That. Can we go there, bro? Can we just go see that spot, that chapel?
I mean, it's a pretty famous one, without the wrestling tie-ins, but
Yeah.
that's where the
It's
WWE's power couple really got married. I don't care that they had some fake wedding like 2003. That was their real wedding.
that was a vow renewal in 2003.
Exactly.
That's what they don't tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Inside the ring, Brooke Tessmacher, she wants one more. She wants another one. Were you a fan of Brooke Tessmacher?
Respectfully, with all due respect, big time Brooke Tessmacher fan back in the day, back in the
Yes.
TNA days.
Big. How many times was she the Knockouts champ? Can we find that out real quick?
Well, let's see. Those early 2010 TNA days were kind of like my first like real time I was like a big fan of TNA.
Yeah, no, they were doing some good stuff, man. Her, Velvet Sky, obviously the beautiful people, Tara, Mickey James, Gail Kim. Then,
She is a 3-time Knockouts champion and a 1-time tag team champion with Tara.
you love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, so maybe she'll get back in the ring. All these retirement tours are coming around, man. You never know. Roman Reigns, the big dog. I don't know if you know that, but he's the big dog, or he was the big dog.
Now he just sits at the table.
Yes, he will always just sit at the table. He will always sit at the table he's the head of. because he's the head of said table. Roman Reigns WrestleMania schedule. The road to WrestleMania for Roman Reigns. This is what we're looking at. They're all Monday Night Raws, guys. March 2nd, Indianapolis. 3/16, San Antonio. We're looking at the 23rd of March in Boston. The 30th in Madison Square Garden. And then the 14th, the last Raw before WrestleMania, will be in Sacramento with the Golden One. You want to? Should we? I mean, I know you're already going. You're already going to Vegas, but yeah. Monday, could we make a trip to go see the Tribal Chief? It's the Tribal Chief.
The Roman's part-time now, but after Elimination Chamber, what he's missing like 2 shows in total between then and WrestleMania,
Yeah, something like
which
that.
isn't like that big of a deal because we'll talk about it. It's Punk and Balor right now for the next month. So obviously people would love to see Roman Reigns, but he's not going to be missed in terms of like, being a part of television, but just not there. So nice to see that he's going to be somewhat available during this run up to WrestleMania. So, maybe they'll do like some injury angle or, some brawl that kind of is a reason for him not to miss a show here and there. But yeah, he's here in Sacramento. Sacramento getting some big wrestling shows for AEW and WWE in the next couple
Yeah,
of
when
months.
is that Dynamite?
Next week, and we'll talk a little bit about it, but they're getting a
Oh,
big match next week.
oh man, damn,
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it next week, even though they're coming to LA in a month. I
should
don't know how
we
that loop is going
should
because
we go or
I mean, I'm already going to Revolution.
I mean, if something became available, would you make that happen, or do you have to work?
I think I have to work because, I'm just strictly 11 to 7 right now. I love my Nike Overlords, but, we can throw a 7 a.m. every now and then in there, buddy.
7 a.m. Jeez, you're
Hey, sometimes I do 6 a.m.s.
hey man, that
My collar's blue and my neck is red.
that midday shift be midday shifting, boy. Let me tell you. All right, Brock Lesnar will be on the February 23rd episode of Monday Night Raw, so look forward to that. Speaking of Monday Night Raw, CM Punk is going to defend the World Heavyweight title against Finn Balor at the Elimination Chamber in Chirac. I'm rich, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, that's something they were building towards. I mean, it was literally in the promo last week between Roman and Punk. And they are kind of put in this awkward situation that they kind of explain. And it kind of, they try to dance around it, try to make it make sense, but I think there's just kind of no real, like, perfect way to explain this or to kind of cover for it of like, we all know Punk's not losing this match. It's going to be Punk and
What
Roman
if
at
he
WrestleMania.
did, and then they give him the title back?
Like, yeah, that could happen.
What if Finn's champion for 2 weeks?
It could happen. I don't think it's gonna happen,
Why
but
not?
you never know. Gotta prove it in the ring. Maybe
Or
maybe
we're
Balor maybe
talking about
Balor
the
shoots on Punk. Who knows?
we're talking about the WWE title being a triple threat. What if that's the what if we got swerved like that?
Yeah, and I almost called him Paul Pierce, Adam Pierce. He was trying to play into like, oh, I don't want my main event ruined. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, like why? In his sense, like I kind of understand where he's coming from, but also like why? And then also from like a real life perspective, CM Punk ain't no spring chicken, and this is probably the last match on Sunday. And God forbid something happens to him. I mean, we saw him get hurt like on some mundane things before, and it could take just one wrong landing, one bad thing, and this WrestleMania main event that kind of seems like the only big match they can really put on at this point is just up in smoke. So,
It's okay, bro. And we do I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the IC title in Chirac.
yeah, maybe thought this was gonna be a WrestleMania match. Still could be. They could run it back with maybe they have a listen to this. Maybe they do a crap finish in WWE. I know, shocking, but maybe they do it.
We got a yes chant with AJ Lee in the ring. How did you feel?
I felt like 2012,
2012. Yeah.
2012 all over again. Yeah, good times, good times.
Good times.
My
Good times.
goat, Brian Danielson, back in commentary. Love to see that.
Heard
But
about that.
it was, it was okay. I thought Becky, like, I love Becky. Like, clearly, like her shtick, she's kind of like doing like a Donald Trump thing, and I love it. I think it's like really funny. But I felt like she was a little bit too over the top in this one. And then AJ wasn't that great either. I mean, she wasn't like saying a whole lot. I thought the segment itself was kind of rough, to be honest.
Real rough rider. It's okay, man. They're gonna cook. You have to let them cook. Isn't that what the kids say? I don't
I
know.
guess. I
What are
don't
the
know.
kids saying nowadays? What new terms are
Well,
out there?
what do you mean by kids? Because I work with like a lot of early 20-year-olds. So like
They're tapped into the slang.
that's what I'm saying. Like you talking about like
Yeah.
those kids are like actual kids that are like,
No, I mean they're
six,
tapped.
seven, six,
Are people
seven.
still doing that?
I think it's kind of dead now, but
I got bored with that one after like 2 weeks. I was like, all right, this is enough. We're done here. And I caught on late.
yeah. I think one big thing is I people call it rage baiting now instead of triggering or trolling. Like, what I usually say trolling, but I guess rage baiting's like it's not a new thing, but it's
Who's rage baiting? Who's doing that?
well, that's just what the kids be doing. Like if I'm trying to troll you by saying some dumb stuff, that's me trying to rage bait you.
I speak in wrestling terms, bro. So I'm on a different level, bro. Like I'm over here. Like I'll go out to eat and be like, hey, can I get the pepper gimmick? They'll look at me crazy. You put gimmick in front or behind a word, and people just don't know what you're talking about. I could literally point at a mop and be like, give me the mop gimmick. They'll be like, what? Yeah. Yeah. The Usos retain the tag titles.
Yeah, good for them. They've been kind of apart recently during this international tours, and I see them kind of come back together. Uh, Tozawa and Otis, I don't think anyone really expected them to win, but you know, we,
You
we
never
keep we
know.
keep waiting for that Jey Uso heel turn that just never is going to happen. So you thought maybe like a loss here would trigger that, but nope, that was
Nope.
not the case.
It's okay, man. They got the win, and then Jimmy told Jay to go chase that world heavyweight title. Oh no, 4 letters, one word.
Yeet. And
No,
that's also
Usos.
something that the kids were saying like 7, 8 years ago, but now the Usos or at least Jay is catch on to that. Stephanie Vacquia, they had a segment. Did Liv Morgan officially pick anybody? I felt like she was kind of going on and then like didn't really say anything and like didn't like
No,
make
she
it.
hasn't picked anybody yet.
That's what I
No.
was saying. Like she was saying she was going to, but then at the end of the segment, like she didn't actually pick anybody.
Swerve and she picks Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill hasn't defended her title in 100 days. How do we feel?
I mean, she's back on the AEW trajectory. I mean, at least in AEW, she was wrestling matches. I mean, I guess she is wrestling matches here, but they're like AEW. They're very short, kind of highly choreographed or planned out. And I mean, how long has she been in the company now? Like, what? Has it been 2 years now, or it's gonna be 2 years?
Yeah, no, she God, they signed her like what 2023? Yeah.
Like at a certain point, like how much can you protect this woman?
But Jordan Grace should just be her heavy, just be her muscle. The muscular woman needs a muscular woman to be her heavy. What if that happened?
I mean, at this point, if we have to sacrifice Jordan Grace for Jade Cargo, I'm picking Jordan Grace all day, twice on Sunday.
Oh man, we got no sacrifices. I think that'd be something. I think they could work. I think they could work together. Yeah, I mean we just have to wait and see. Rhea and LA Knight qualify. People were kind of upset that Rhea Ripley's in a tag team as a tag team champion, trying to chase an opportunity for WrestleMania. I don't know why are people upset about that?
I don't know. I mean, watch AEW. They're like any wrestling show. Everyone's got like two titles now at this point, so why not Rhea Ripley? So similar to Tiffy and Randy, two big stars. LA Knight just kind of always there, just hovering around the outskirts, never always the bridesmaid, never the bride. So I would assume LA Knight will come close and he'll get some good pops, but just lose at the end of the day. And Rhea probably loses or gets screwed out of the chamber some which way, and that sets up a tag match at Mania
Uh, you know who's always getting screwed? Austin Theory, man, he got attacked again.
by this mask man.
Yes.
That's definitely not Grayson Waller pretending to be Seth Rollins.
No, bro. You know who that is. You know who that is, don't you?
I don't know who it is. That's where they're in a mask. I can't.
Oh Thought you knew.
I
I
don't know
know.
anything.
I can't say, but I thought you knew.
Yeah, you guys know. I just pretend here, flap my gums for 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know anything.
But you know. But you know, though, right? Like I can't. I'm not allowed to say, but you know.
I think we all know.
No, no. You know though, right? It's
If you
Justin
don't
Gabe.
know, now you know.
It's Justin Gabriel. He's coming back.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
Speaking of
Not
you don't know, now you know. Road Dogg will be at the WWE World signing on 420. So go hit him up and maybe indulge in the parking lot with him.
maybe. Also, Stone Cold's going to be there, so then I was going to get excited, myself included, that Stone Cold's going to show up at WrestleMania.
What? Javon Evans hit the craziest cutter I've ever seen and probably ever. I'm not even gonna lie. No,
You done? Okay, just want to make sure, I don't want to rain on everybody's parade, but I'm going to be that guy. Come on, guys. This was so dumb. It looks so fake.
I mean,
The dude jumped, the epitome of a flying nothing. And then Javon, like athletically, I can appreciate how crisp, clean, athletic it looked. But once again, in a wrestling kayfabe sense, it was so fake. Like so Ruka, happy Black History Month. I hate them. I hate that Matt. I hate her finishing move. I think it looks so fake. But
the soul. You don't pop for the soul snatcher.
at
What?
times she can make it look good. But there's other points where it feels like the ending of that match, or at the ending of the Royal Rumble. I thought that looked so fake and so dumb. Like, why would you do that? That's more of like a psychology thing than like actual move. But yeah, sometimes just because you can do it doesn't mean you have to do it, people.
I mean, the timing on it alone popped the hell out of me. I was like, yo,
But
this is
then when
what.
they go to the wide angle and whoever was on the ground like rolled out 3 seconds before whatever one of the Americanos jumped, it's like, okay, like
Well, he had time to get out the way, and then Javon Evans. Yeah, I see him jumping. I'll try it. Ugh. Maybe he was going to jump on somebody on the ground and then saw that and decided to do that.
the boy is bouncy though.
That boy bounced. I would hate to go to like a rock and jump or a trampoline park with that guy. He just outdo us all, bro.
Just jump through the ceiling.
They should do that for like on like a digital exclusive. Just take him to like a.
You ever go to Pump It Up, Phillip?
No,
You ever went to Pump It Up?
I have a horror story about Pump It Up, and I never went there.
Nice. Went there once. Yeah, just once.
This
I was the older brother, so it was kind of like a weird experience, but I was still out there pelting the kids with
yeah.
those little squishy balls.
This girl I may have like kind of worked there, and it was yeah, never mind. Anyway, Natty beats up Maxine.
Another match, no finish. I don't know what the end goal of this is because like we both like Natty. We feel like she should be more. Maxine's, more of the up and comer, so you'd think maybe she's gonna at the end of the day get the win over Natty, but it's kind of like a Jade Cargo
Bro,
situation. It's like
just have Natty be the female Gunther. Just have her retire the female talent.
that's what I'm saying. Like at a certain point, like Maxine is kind of improving, but not that much. And I think Natty is like, even though yes, she is older, has much more to give, I think, than Maxine does at this certain point. So I think you push I would love push Natty to the moon and then have her like lose to Stephanie Vaquer or Rhea Ripley or somebody.
No, just have her beat them. What are you talking
Just
about?
have her go, screw it. Have her beat Goldberg's streak.
Why not? I've been trying to advocate for all this stuff. Don't nobody
Natty
do it.
Natty WrestleMania 43 champion. Real progressive. Who would have seen that coming? A woman main eventing a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Have her get close to Roman streak with the woman's title. Let's do it.
Just how about she breaks Bruno's streak?
8 years. I'm down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
All right. What happened on AEW? Why the hell did Ciampa lose the TNT title? What the hell are they doing over there?
Well, we had we actually had two title matches, two title changes over on AEW this past Wednesday on Dynamite. Fletcher did defeat Tommaso Ciampa for the TNT Championship. They teased the 20-minute draw. Did not happen. Fletcher gets the title right back, and then they're going to run it back with Fletcher and Briscoe in a ladder match in Australia on a Saturday. kind of interesting. Like, yeah, why would they just, bring Ciampa in just for him to lose? Like, at least it's Fletcher. He's one of the more protected guys in the company. The TNT title is kind of one of those titles that's bounced around a lot. And Ciampa, as much as he seems to be hungry and want to prove himself, if you tell me to pick one, I'm picking Kyle Fletcher over Tommaso Ciampa right now. I'm sorry. Um,
No, bro, you remember the Black Heart. Don't do that.
I'm not saying I don't like Tommaso Ciampa. I'm just
If
saying
you ever gave a damn about Black and Gold NXT, you won't do that.
I love me some Tommaso Ciampa, but it's still Kyle Fletcher. We gotta think 10 years down the road. Can't be living in the moment. Can't be thinking about the now. We gotta think about the future. Future, like next week, we got Kenny Omega taking on Swerve Strickland. Big time match here. Hopefully, it's actually a real match. Apparently Kenny is like booked for some Capcom tournament thing out in Japan the week of Revolution. So it seems as though he won't be available to be at Revolution in mid-March. So maybe they're kind of doing something here to where Omega is able to have like a pay-per-view level match on Dynamite, still a month away. So maybe they do a crap finish, come back to it, whether it is at Revolution or later on down the line. So Swerve and Omega, two top guys, not in a title feud right now. So they're just kind of going at it, and it'll be interesting to see what they do in terms of a finish and where both these guys go. Looks like we're getting another Young Bucks FTR match for the championships. Not mad at it because it's probably going to happen at Revolution, and I'd love to see that just to be in person, but it is kind of repetitive. We did get to see the return of Private Party, so that was fun. Party back in AEW for the first time in like over a year. I keep wanting to say the Rascals, were also in the match as well. And then main event, Tekla and Chris Statlander in a strap match. Tekla actually beats Chris Statlander to become the new AEW Women's Champion. Interesting move. I thought maybe they could have pulled the trigger earlier when they did the match originally a couple weeks ago, but no, Tekla gets the win here. It didn't feel like a big deal for it to be like the AEW Championship, but Chris Statlander wasn't really working out. I don't think Tekla is really working out either, but if we're gonna move it on to somebody else, a new face of the company or face of the division, it would make sense for it to be Tekla for whoever it's gonna be, Tony Storm, Willow, well not Willow, but anybody else. It makes sense if they're gonna beat Tekla for it. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what they're gonna do with that women's division with Tekla now as their top champion.
Heckle was the top champ, huh?
Yeah, she came in with a lot of buzz wrestling over in Stardom. She has kind of the character and the look, but hasn't, I think, put it all together. I think she has like 80% of everything, but just that last 20% just hasn't really clicked, I think, on American
This is the
television right
first
now.
I've seen of this lady.
Well, that's tough luck because she's been in the company for like 6 to 8 months now. I believe she's some sort of like some European, some sort of Middle European. She Austrian? She with Gunther?
Uh, I'm not sure. I don't want to. I don't want to say possibly yes or no.
Vienna. Yep, I was right. Vienna, Austria.
Austria. Okay. Yeah. These Austrians are just vicious people.
Ah, I guess Tekla is her real name. Tekla. I'm gonna try. Kais Sarui. Sarui. I don't know. I butchered the hell out of that name. I'm sorry, Tekla.
Tell her it's okay. You're not gonna tell her it's okay.
I'm sorry. It's okay, Tekla. Congratulations on your win.
Absolutely.
And now you got to hop on a plane, 18 hours or whatever, to go to Australia.
Yes. All right, that's gonna do it for us, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, big show on Saturday, but it is Valentine's Day. But on the other hand, it is AEW fans, myself included. We ain't got shit to do on Valentine's Day, so there will be people watching.
Oh, that's y'all's fault, man.
I know.
I'm gonna go get you a nice little tenderoni. Thank y'all. You already know what it is. Stay tuned for more wrestling talk from us. We'll promote wrestling shows going on next week. try to get some more interviews. I know that people seem to like the Adriana Mosley interview, so gotta pump some more of them out. Like I said, we're back doing those interviews. We gotta get back on the grind. Stockton Con is coming up, and we haven't been there, and it's been like what, a year? Over a year.
Something like that. Shout out Stockton.
I
219,
can't.
stand up.
When was the last time we went, bro? Like I can't even remember.
We did the Godfather interview.
When was that?
Probably a little while ago.
Yeah, yeah, it's not like we don't have the internet. We can look these things up, bro.
There's just no way of knowing.
God's Godfather. Let's see. Podcast. Uh oh no, I did not want to click on it. Okay, it says a year ago. That doesn't help me at all. Okay. So 2024 was the last time we went. That was the last time we went. So yeah. Well, yeah, we need to go explore that, guys. We do. We really do. All right, we're gonna make all that happen. Thank you guys so much. As always, be safe and stay dangerous. Yes, sir.